morning and welcome to Mornings on TV with Luann and Tim.
I'm deaf in my right ear. What did you just do to us,
Mike's
Michael?
already talking to him.
Oh my!
He's already
the voice
hearing
in my
the
head.
voices.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
already there. Hi, Lou.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Good. You look awesome.
You know what? What a night last night.
Ooh.
No,
Anything you can talk about?
No. I wish. No, I deadheaded flowers. You know.
Oh yes.
One of my favorite things about Wednesday is flyers.
See, I get mine Thursday.
I get mine on Wednesday, and I love my flyers.
You know what? I sit down on Saturday mornings in
I
my
do
rocking chair with my coffee.
I do it Wednesday because sometimes those sales are just so good you got to get there Thursday morning.
Because if they're so good, then you get there like Friday even. And it's gone.
It's gone.
The shelves are clear.
I know.
hate that.
So, but the other thing that's in the flyers is Sue This Week.
You get tons of your ideas from there.
You know what? There's a couple of things in Sue This Week. Sarah McCleary.
Yes, she's
I
awesome.
like the way she writes. I like, yeah.
She's got a great attitude.
And the other person is our friend Susan Russell Richards from New North Greenhouses.
Yes.
I always read Susan's. So Susan talked about how she just spent 2 hours watering her plants because it's so dry. And I'm like, well, if Susan Russell Richards spent 2 hours on her plants, I better spend 2 hours on mine.
I better get out there.
'Cause-
See, that's a gym thing.
No, but what a night to do it.
Yeah.
Jump in
Beautiful.
the pool, go and stand in the sunshine and pluck the dead heads off the flowers.
Jump in the pool again.
And then barbecue the chicken, then jump in the pool, and then water the
my
flowers.
goodness. Your life is hard.
And yeah.
I was at a pool, but didn't go in.
It's not a fancy pool. I mean, it's an above ground.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
This one was
It cools
too.
you off.
Yeah, I had dinner with 2 girlfriends.
Last night?
Last night.
Did you go in the
my
pool?
Goodness, no. No,
I
that would have
knew
meant
you
a bathing suit.
See, Lou, you're
Nobody
silly.
needs to see
You
that.
won't pole dance, won't swim.
No. Pole dancing, I would. If I didn't have to wear shorts, I would have
Okay.
done it. Yeah.
All right. So
Next
anyway,
time. So we had chicken souvlaki. Rhonda made it like from scratch. Oh my word.
I mean, she didn't just go into the grocery store and get that prepackaged souvlaki.
No,
She did it.
marinated it and did all that. Nice. Yeah, it was so awesome. And
you
if
like
I
Greek-
get to eat from somebody else cooking, I'm in.
Do you like Greek food?
I do.
Me too.
She had Greek salad and
We don't have.
rice.
Wait a second. We don't have a Greek restaurant in Sault Ste. Marie.
North 82.
North 82 because Mike,
Yeah.
the manager there,
the souvlaki
not the
there
voice
is
in my
amazing.
head, Mike, the other
Yeah,
Mike.
the other Mike. You've
They
got
do
so
have,
many
and they do oppa with the fire and the cheese.
Oh, do
Have
they?
you had-
No.
You haven't
What?
had that? They have this like a soft cheese, and they pour this booze over it, and they light it on fire, poof, and they go oppa, and then you eat this melted cheese at your
Booze
table.
and cheese. Really? How?
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, North 82.
Besides nothing.
Yeah, I
It's
forget what
nothing
it's
at all.
called, but I think it's okalaka. No, that's not right. Okalaka.
No, that's not even the
It's
right
something anyway.
heritage.
There's an O in there. Speaking of, so we were watching. I shouldn't laugh. This is serious.
This is serious.
I was
though.
watching on the news the people who robbed the Max Mart at
I know.
Henrietta.
Wasn't that scary?
Well, not just that. So Kevin, who works in the studio, says, "Well, yeah, and there they were in their baklavas."
He did say that.
He
that
said
was
baklava.
funny.
Baklava is a Greek dessert. He meant to say balaclava, but I just thought the headline would be like, two Greek teenagers robbed the 7-Eleven. They were wearing baklava. They were
Yes.
dressed as Greek desserts, so no one would know who they were. But that was scary.
Yeah.
The guy
yeah.
has a gun and a knife.
You know what?
and
If you watch the video closely too, you can see that they're obviously demanding money from
Yes.
the clerk.
Clerk.
And the clerk, when I was in, like I used to work at a Pinto store. That's how long ago it was. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. And they teach you. Whatever they want, give it to them.
Give it
Don't
to them.
resist. Just do what they want. She or he was throwing, like not even going near the person, because one of them had a knife.
A steak knife.
Good night.
Watch that video and see if you know those people. They were I think they were young and they were nervous. They were very shifty.
Yeah.
And the guy with the knife is like, I don't know where to put my knife now that I took it out. I don't know where's my
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah.
They
it's so scary.
catch them.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm also fired up about Doug
Yes.
Ford and the
What are you fired up about?
the sex ed
Sex
curriculum.
education?
Listen,
Why?
if you I just
no.
posted on Sue Online. There are people commenting. I want you to come on this show and talk to me face to face. You want to talk about sex ed curriculum? Talk to a gay boy who grew up in Sault Ste. Marie, not knowing what the heck was going on inside his mind, trying to figure out what's wrong with me. Am I sick? Am I wrong? What's going on? No, no more. We teach kids about gender. We teach kids about safe sex. We teach kids about the different kinds of sex there are. You don't learn on a street corner anymore, people. Smarten up. There are ways to learn properly, and there are educators who know what they're doing.
Now, you want people to come and chat with you about this?
I'll be calmer.
I'd be like, yeah.
No, I can't. I could be a moderator.
Oh, you could.
No, I could just say,
you be professional.
give me one side, give me the other, and I'll listen to
Absolutely.
both. But I'm going to have the curriculum in my hands, so don't tell me that they're teaching kids about. I don't even want to talk about some of the comments that I saw.
No. And
Educate
you know what?
yourself before you criticize the education system.
And it's interesting because people are very brave in comments, as we know.
Oh, yeah. The keyboard
you know,
warriors.
they're very, yes. So it'll be interesting to see if you get any responses.
This is all in
Like,
response
seriously.
to same-sex marriage. It's, this is the progressive conservative. And I sat in this, again, at this, the train thing, and now
Yes.
this. I'm starting to get really ticked off, people. Is this what you wanted when you elected the conservatives to government? Okay, well, you got a fight in your hands with this one. No.
So there.
And he sat right there, Ross Romano sat right there, and I asked a question about sex ed curriculum. We have one of the highest rates of teenage pregnancy in the province per capita. We have problems with STDs like you would not believe. Call Algoma Public Health and ask them what our numbers are in this city. It's shameful. And you know why? Because we're not educating our children properly.
There you go.
Education is knowledge. We're not teaching kids to have sex. We're teaching them not to.
And if it happens, how to be careful and how to be safe.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm done. I'm exhausted. Between you know what? Let's just all have sex on a train because
I'm not going on that ride. I'm not going to be on that ride.
I want trains and I want sex ed back again.
Okay, Sex on a Train by Tim Murphy. That could be a skit you could
Woo,
do.
woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know I'll be in the caboose.
What?
Yeah. Email Tim at SueOnline.com.
Yeah, the comments come to me. I'll take you on right now.
You know what? He's serious.
Timothy at superiormedia.ca. Come on my show. We'll chat. What else?
Nothing. Like as if I have something to.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm my
you know
father's
what?
son.
I had chicken souvlaki last night.
Triggered. My poor Aaron Gravelle is sitting there. Aaron Gravelle from Sault Ste. Marie
Yes.
Fire Services is here. They have a great program going on now, and he's sitting watching this going, what have I gotten myself into?
Oh no, I got to talk to
I'll
this
be kind to
lunatic.
you, Aaron.
Yeah.
We're talking about
what
senior
a great
safety.
program.
ASAP. And
I love that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's about senior safety, keeping, we all want to keep seniors in their homes as long as possible, being independent, quality of life, and so this is a program that's going to help them do just that and stay safe. It's a great
Watch me get him
program.
going again.
To what?
Especially because the healthcare system is not very
Why you
efficient.
gotta be like that? No. Anyway, what
So
else?
yeah, that'll be interesting.
And then who else is on? Oh, and then we're going to go back, talk about Algoma Public Health. We're going to go back. I have a segment I did with Jen Flood. She was on the show earlier a couple weeks ago. But anyway, Jen's back. We went to Public Health to talk about car seat safety.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Like my kids are gone, like grown and gone, and it was a thing when they were infants about making sure. So it's interesting that it's still kind of an issue. You would think that people would have caught on maybe
But
by
not
now.
just that, Luann, the variety of different
Yes.
models of car seats, and then I didn't know you got to buy two. You got to buy one for when they're little, and then one for when they get bigger. I say in the thing, those kids, man. First you got to buy two car seats, then you got to send them to college.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? The car seats, some of them are built so that you can, like the little scoops for the infants, and then they go right up into like a booster seat.
Yes.
When they're 48 years old, you could still have them like in the booster seat if they're not behaving. Time out. Sit in the back
There,
seat.
you put Jim back there.
Yeah. Don't tell me how to drive.
Hey, and there's a really cool tip that she talks about. I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to tell it because no, it's a cool tip.
What?
You know how people forget their kids? Sometimes people forget their children. That's happened.
I know. I don't understand it though, but I
Or
know.
just to remind you, anything that you use, your purse, your wallet, your cell phone, put it in the back seat beside the car seat. So when you get out of the car, you have to go in the back seat to get your belongings, and your child is there, and you can just make sure you take your
Oh
child.
my gosh,
Isn't
if you
that
are forgetful about a child that bad, that you need to put a
happens,
reminder
low-key and busy.
beside the child, seriously.
But it's happened.
Seriously, I know it has,
So
and I
that's
don't
why it's a
understand
safety
it.
tip. Okay, now I set you
Now,
off.
you know what? Seriously, how do you forget a child?
Well, how do people think they can walk into the Walmart and leave a kid in the car? People are still doing that. Have we?
Oh my gosh.
Who does that?
I know.
Oh, we
like you
gotta go
can't
to
do
break.
it now.
We gotta go to break.
Oh,
they
Bruce
say.
just told us, shut up,
I know.
the two of you. Okay,
I wonder if people enjoy this at all.
probably not.
Aaron, are you enjoying this? Okay, Aaron's enjoying it.
Well,
I hope you...
he's a guest. What's he going to say? No, I think you both are bozos.
Stop, slam! We have to talk for 12 more minutes. Our guest just left. We scared him off. Okay, Mike's going to commercial whether we do it or not. So,
Okay.
I'll throw to commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining Luann and Tim on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Coming up, don't go away. You don't want to miss this. It's a fireman.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. Aaron Gravelle is here from the Sault Ste. Marie Police Fire Services to talk about safety and seniors. Stay with us. There's lots more to come on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Welcome back to Live Mornings with Luann and Tim, and this is Aaron Gravelle, Public Relations Officer from the Sault Ste. Marie Sault Ste. Marie Fire Services. Sorry, well, you're all good guys.
Yeah.
I did not know something about you, that you came into firefighting later in life.
Yeah, actually just in the past 2 years.
That's kind of crazy. That's not very common, is it?
It's not, but for my position, public education information officer, it kind of goes hand in hand.
Right.
Because I was a teacher before.
That's what you did, you taught.
Yep, for 10 years.
So you grew up in the Sioux?
I have,
St.
yep.
Mary's College graduate?
Yep.
And then where?
Lakehead University.
That's where you got your BEd?
Yeah, BA and BEd, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then you taught for how long then, Aaron?
10 years.
No kidding.
Yeah, just under.
Always high school?
Always high school.
English?
English, history, geography, phys ed, a little bit of everything. Careers and civics.
Cool.
Yeah, kind of a mixed bag.
So then what was the trigger for you to change careers?
You know what? It was just when you get to that certain time in your life and you see new opportunities, different things like that. And this is something like my grandfather was in the fire service.
He was, eh?
Yeah. And, you know, it's something where I could really help people and get to use my education.
Sure.
But just in a different facet.
Yeah, a different sector.
Yeah, that's right.
Your grandfather was that's kind of a thing too, I find, with peace officers, police officers, firefighters. It tends to be generational.
Yeah, you tend to see that for sure.
Because people are, I guess it's a real pride thing, right? They're proud of their...
There is that aspect to it, yeah. And I
Yeah.
think, you know, it's what you know too, it's what you grow up with,
Right.
and different things you learn, and kind of draws you back to that kind of
I was telling you that I probably could be a fireman now because I did learn how to do the fireman hold on the pole dancing yesterday.
You told me about that.
Yes, I can spin.
Yeah, oh, okay.
But we don't have any poles in the fire halls in the
We
Sioux.
do not have any in Sault Ste. Marie,
Oh,
no.
no, it's a thing of the past, eh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. The old fire station on Wellington Street, you said you have a photo of your grandfather?
Yeah,
right?
and in front of it, actually, it's him and his whole platoon. They're all lined up in front of it. It's
Nice to
actually,
have.
it right on my desk, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And I taught you something about fire halls in Sault Ste. Marie.
You did, yeah, I didn't know
Yes,
that.
way back in like 1901, 1904-ish.
1903.
It was built then, and then
Yeah.
it burnt down 4 years later?
4 years later.
It was on Queen Street, just east of East Street. We had a fire hall, a city hall, a library,
And a post office.
in two kind of stone buildings. And the fire hall was in that same complex, and
Right.
it burnt down.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 years later. We're a little better now.
Yeah,
yes, we're a little better now.
But we still have lots of things we can learn.
Absolutely.
About staying safe.
Absolutely.
And one of the big things we're talking about these days, we've been talking about it for about a decade now, how to keep seniors in their home longer. We know that we've got a shortage of beds in care. We don't have a lot of rooms in our retirement homes and seniors residences. And as long as people can stay safe and take care of themselves, we're encouraging them to stay in their homes as long as they can.
Well, you know, a lot of these people have been in their homes for 30 to 50 years.
Right.
And it's the last thing they want to do is leave. It'd be like you having to leave your house and go live somewhere else after being there for 20, 30 years. It's not an easy concept. It's not an easy thing to handle.
Right.
So this program, what we're kind of developing is to make them safe in their home so that they can stay there longer.
What does ASAP stand for?
Assisting Seniors Awareness Program.
Perfect.
So it's all about awareness. Like there's no, everyone thinks too, like there's, charges or infractions, and it's not about that. It's about awareness, just like our in-service program where we go door to door.
You just did that yesterday on my street.
There you go, see?
The fire truck went up the street and the firefighters were walking in front of it and they were checking all the homes.
Yep.
And you were checking to make sure the batteries were inside the...
Right.
Yeah. What else
in
did
the
they
proper location, we test them, make sure the date's correct, because they expire after 10 years.
What do?
Smoke alarms. All smoke alarms, even hardwired ones.
Keith, go check our smoke alarms
Pop
right
them
now.
off, check the date on the back, 10 years, even hardwired. And a lot of people think, oh, I've had this for 25 years, it's fine.
Ooh.
It's not the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 10 years.
Aaron taught
if
me
it's got
something.
if smoke alarms are generally like white, like your coffee mug.
Yes,
so
they are.
If they're a little that yellowish
Yellow?
tinge or that cream color,
That's
it's
bad.
probably time to go. If they don't have a date on the back, then they're definitely expired.
Actually, you know what? I'm good. I do recall that I just bought two new smoke detectors in the recent years. So
Perfect.
I'm good.
Good.
And I have every floor, right?
Yep.
Basement.
And they should be located outside of all sleeping areas.
Outside the bedrooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
And carbon monoxide alarms.
Well, we have two. We have one outside the bedroom, one by the kitchen.
Okay. Smoke alarms?
Yes.
Okay. Smoke alarms, yeah, that works.
Was that okay?
Yeah. Just, do you ever set off the one by your kitchen when you're cooking?
Well, but that's the purpose why I have it there.
Oh,
so
it's a cooking
if there
timer.
were, no. Just if I forget something, I don't want it to wait till the smoke gets to the bedroom area. I'd rather know sooner than later.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's not right in the kitchen. It's in the hallway
That
outside
works.
the kitchen.
Yeah, that's recommended. We
I don't-
never want to have them
and
in the
by
kitchen.
the way, I'm a good cook, Aaron
Hey,
Gravelle.
I'm not judging.
I don't burn food.
I'm not judging.
Okay, so let's get back to this.
Yeah,
It's
yes,
more
go
about the seniors.
Yes.
Am I getting red again? Luann said my head was going to explode when I was talking about sex ed.
You're a lot less heated.
So, the seniors.
Yes.
What do you do?
So we actually go and do, it's myself that does it, and I don't pull up in a big fire truck or anything like that. I have
So-
my normal education
'Cause
vehicle.
you had a point that some seniors might be nervous about having that happen. Why?
Yeah, because, well, it's, if you see a fire truck come to your house and they have the lights and 4 guys get out of a truck and, it could be intimidating. They might think that the neighbors might think that something's going on or
Right, and
something's
a
wrong.
lot of the seniors are like, I don't want people to think that there's anything wrong at my house.
And I don't want to be a bother.
I don't wanna be a bother.
Yeah, I just want to, just live my life and not, be a nuisance to anyone.
Right.
And I think part of that is, it's just knowing that it's just me coming.
So it's just you.
And we spend an hour visit.
Just-
Kind of sit down like this. We sit at the kitchen table and we talk a little bit. Yeah, maybe have coffee or tea. And
Aaron likes coffee, so not
It's
saying
true.
you have to, but if you invite him over, you might want to have a pot on the stove.
that could help. And we sit and we talk about, fire hazards in the home. I check all the smoke alarms, make sure in their proper location, check the dates on them, change the batteries if need be. If they need a new alarm, I'll put up a new alarm for them. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to go to commercial, Aaron. And
Sure.
we're going to come back. I want to get a little further into how they book appointments and that kind of stuff and the time.
Absolutely.
And so stay with us. We'll be back with Aaron Gravelle from the Sault Ste. Marie Fire Services talking about their program ASAP, which stands for
Assisting Seniors Awareness Program.
Don't Go Anywhere. We'll be right back after this short message. So our mics are off. Now we... So Aaron, you have community partners that you're working with.
We do.
So you mentioned the VPR, which stands for.
The Vulnerable Persons Registry.
So you're working with them to locate seniors?
Yeah, actually, well, they're giving us information, Pam. So when I go and visit the seniors, when
Yes.
we sit down and we do our talk, at the end of our visit, I actually have, it's called the senior swag bag.
Oh, they
Yeah.
get a little bag full of goodies.
Yeah, and you know what?
Ah.
And we've had amazing response from people in our community and agencies in our community. So I figured if I'm going to the house and I'm going to be talking to these seniors, why not, get a little bit from everyone? So, the LINs, Sous VPR, Red Cross,
Red Cross.
the independent pharmacies. have all given me information and pamphlets and giveaways for seniors, and we put it all into this one big bag, and then it's just you hand over to the bag at the end, and it's something that they get to take away from it, and it has a little bit of everything. It's not always easy to reach out to seniors, right? Because they don't want to be a bother. Sometimes it's not always easy for them to get information or get out of the house. So if I'm going there, it's easy for me just to give them all that information at once.
That's fantastic.
It's been great.
You also do a lot of work. You're on the board, I believe, for Safe Communities
Yes.
Partnership, which is another great agency. Our friend Deanna Rector down there
Yeah.
does great work bringing all of these agencies together and making sure that information gets out.
Yes, she's been a great help.
And Algoma Public Health, I know, does a lot of great work with seniors as well.
Yeah,
Seniors
they've
education.
contributed to our senior swag bag too.
Have they?
With great information and pamphlets and magnets and
And they've got
giveaways.
that great troop, the Sioux Rising Stars. By the way,
Yes.
shout out, if anybody from the Sioux Rising Stars, Algoma Public Health, Deanna Rector, if any of you want to come on the show, I would love to feature the Sioux Rising Stars and the work that they do for seniors education.
Absolutely.
But back to you, Aaron.
Yes.
Tell me again about, you go to the house, what are we going to talk about when you get there?
So we sit down, we have an hour-long visit, some give or take, and
Okay.
I check all the smoke alarms,
Right.
make sure the proper location, I test them, change the batteries if they need the batteries changed, check the dates on them, make sure, and if they need to be replaced, I recommend that they be replaced, and we get a new alarm and I'll put it up.
You'll do that.
Yeah, they get an alarm and I'll put it
Because
up.
we don't necessarily want seniors climbing step ladders or
No,
ladders
we do
to
not
climb
want
up to
that.
the ceiling.
We do not want that.
You're talking about another thing that you're working on getting to help.
We have them ordered.
Do you have them ordered
We
already?
have them ordered. I was hoping to have one for the show today, but I couldn't.
Tell our viewers what you're getting.
So we're using a 24-inch teacher pointer. So,
Remember? And you were a teacher.
It's got
Did
like
you
the
ever use
little,
the pointer?
little Mickey Mouse hand on the end. And even if you're 5 feet tall and you can only reach just above your head, this 24-inch, 2 feet, will give you enough that you're able to test that smoke
Test that
alarm.
smoke alarm.
And it's a little finger, so it's the same as you're using
the
your own
same as
hand.
in your own hand,
Yeah.
and it saves them from stepping up. Gosh forbid that they stand on a chair or anything. No. Even a stepladder can be
Yeah.
a little bit
Oh,
dangerous when you're
absolutely.
that age. In my neighborhood alone, I was telling you, I've got 3 beautiful ladies that are my neighbors.
Right?
Hello, Mrs. Dufour, and hello, Mary Shalou, and Connie Barella. These ladies are all fantastic, in late 80s, early 90s. Oh, I just told the ladies' ages, but they're all in their homes. Same thing. Built one of them since she and her husband built the home that they're in.
Right.
Another one has lived in this home, raised her children forever.
Yep.
Another one raised 11 children in that home.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Still fit. Still mentally right on the ball.
Yep.
No need for them to go anywhere, but to stay in their homes even at 90. One of them still driving.
Yep. There you
So
go.
for them to be able to have you come over and just talk them through this, it's a great service.
Well, and a lot of it's just the awareness part of it, right? Like not everyone knows
you do fire escape routes.
Yeah, we sit down, we do a home escape plan. So what's the best possible route if there's a fire? We go through different situations. We go through different fire hazards in the home. If there's clutter, papers, or boxes like we talked about
Right,
earlier.
and little tips like don't wear dangly bathrobes when you're in the kitchen at the stove.
Kitchen fires are a big problem.
You do cover that?
Yes, we do.
When you're in the home.
Yeah, we walk through the kitchen. We'll talk about different hazards. Even cooking with oil and cooking at high heat, leaving things on the stove, having a timer. Stuff like that.
tips.
Yeah, all the tips. It's a full hour-long fire safety
And it's
plan.
completely free.
Completely free.
And you get a swag bag.
A swag bag.
And you get to spend an hour with Aaron.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. And what was the other thing I was going to say? CO2, the carbon monoxide
Carbon
stuff.
monoxide.
Do you cover
yeah.
that as well?
Yeah, CO alarms are covered in that as well, and that's the same thing if they're required in the home, because not every home requires them.
All right.
But if they are required in the home, they have to be in the proper location. Do you know where they have to be located?
That lower.
Not necessarily. They can actually be located anywhere.
Oh.
Carbon monoxide mixes freely in the air, so they can be on the wall, they can be down low, it could be on the ceiling.
I have one in my bedroom.
Yep, that's fine. They
Where
have
else?
to be outside of all sleeping areas. Do you have sleeping areas in other levels of the home?
Outside of all sleeping
Yeah,
areas?
well, like in the hallway where
the
your
hallway
bedrooms
outside.
are. Yeah, you could have them in your sleeping area as well.
I think I've got one. I've got one in my living room, but that's.
Do you have like a bedroom on a different level?
Yeah, but I have one down there.
Okay.
I have one on each level.
So it has to be outside of your sleeping area. So if they're
didn't-
on different levels.
I got to move. So right now it's in my bedroom.
Oh, that's fine.
It is okay?
Yeah, that's
okay.
okay.
You have had great response to this program.
Yeah, we have over a dozen people signed up, and it just opened a day ago.
Because I just spoke to Aaron
Yesterday, the day before,
and then you got 12 phone calls.
12 phone calls, even emails.
And emails.
Yeah.
So how do they find you now? That's a good question.
Yeah, so they can call the fire hall number 1, 705-949-3377.
Say that again.
705-949-3377.
Okay.
And we also have email, so you can email. It's a.gravelle@cityssm.
And that's Gravelle. Gravelle. A.gravelle at
cityssm.on.ca. But you know what? The best way is always just calling, booking an appointment, and it doesn't have to be the senior. Like if you have elderly parents, we actually did a radio ad too for that. And a lot of our target is healthcare workers and people that are in their 30s to 50s who have elderly parents still living on their own.
Precisely.
To get them,
and then go
Yeah.
go make the appointment and go join your mother or your father.
and they can come sit through too, and it's knowledge for everyone.
As well.
Yeah, I know.
Problem. Thank you for being
No
here
problem.
this morning. And if you know what, how I found, I just Googled Aaron Gravelle ASAP SSM. You could just Google ASAP SSM and it comes up because you're in many media.
Yes, we've done a
you
big
did a
media
whole
blast.
media blast. So
Yeah.
you'll find them.
Yeah.
I highly encourage you to do this. I mean, it's educational, it's great company, and you're going to end up being able to feel safe and secure.
That's right, and you get to learn something in the end.
Yeah. All right. So thanks to Aaron Gravelle. Thanks to the Sault Ste. Marie Fire Services for all that they do in our community. You guys are great community supports.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Come back anytime. And we'll be back with news from Luann on Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
Awesome.
A boat trying to leave the Pine Street Marina yesterday sank. Floats were attached to the boat by marina staff, and the Sault Fire first responders attended as well. The boat was finally refloated, but the launch remained closed because marina personnel were skimming the water where the boat went down. It was anticipated that the boat launch would be open this morning. The city of Sault Ste. Marie is still looking for individuals who are interested in working as election officials for the municipal election on October 22nd. Available positions include Deputy Returning Officer, Voting Clerk, and Greeter. All you have to do is go to saultstemarie.ca/elections or go to the City Clerk's Department at the Civic Center between 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 Monday to Friday. Election experience is an asset. Preference will be given to individuals who have worked at previous municipal elections. Ontario's new government will lay out its plan for the province today in a throne speech expected to highlight several of Premier Doug Ford's campaign promises. The speech, which opens every new legislative session, is actually written by the Premier's office, but it's read out by Lieutenant Governor Elizabeth Dowdeswell in a formal ceremony. While the new government has been quiet about the specifics of the speech, it said earlier this week that the rare summer sitting was meant to address three priorities, including scrapping the cap-and-trade system, ending the strike at York University, and cancelling a wind power project in Eastern Ontario. Tory House Leader Todd Smith said the government would act quickly on these issues because they are time-sensitive and cannot wait until the fall when the House normally returns. The government has already taken steps to dismantle the cap-and-trade program and the green energy projects funded through its revenues. University of Toronto political science professor Nelson Wiseman said Ford, who led the party to a sweeping majority, is capitalizing on his momentum. Meanwhile, Ontario Premier Doug Ford says the immediate retirement of Hydro One's CEO and the resignation of its board shows the province is turning a new corner, he says. The move comes under a deal between the utility and the new Tory government.
I'm happy to say today, the CEO and the board of Hydro One, they're gone, they're done. They're done. We're going to turn a new corner. We're going to make sure we keep with our promise of reducing hydro rates by 12%, making our businesses more competitive, making sure that we take the burden off the people of Ontario when it comes to their hydro bills.
The Prime Minister says 250 Canadian troops will be deployed to Iraq as part of the NATO training mission Canada will command for its first year. Justin Trudeau made the announcement at the NATO summit in Brussels yesterday.
We are going to engage in Iraq as an alliance, capacity building, training, that next step in the challenge in Iraq, which was first defeating Daesh, and now we have to rebuild that democracy and strengthen it. NATO is going to take a significant role in that, and Canada is going to commit 250 troops, a number of helicopters, and we're actually offering to command that mission for the first year. This is something that we believe in.
So after picking up their third win of the season on Monday, the Superior Media under-18 girls soccer team tied the Verde Lodge 4-4 yesterday. It was a rematch of Sunday's mid-season tournament championship game. Superior Media is back at it on Monday at 9 p.m. to take on Mystic Rains at Strathclair. Porn actress Stormy Daniels was arrested at an Ohio strip club this morning and is accused of letting patrons touch her in violation of a state law. She was seen being brought into a jail in Columbus this morning. Her lawyer, Michael Avenatti, said while Daniels was performing at Sirens, which is a strip club in Columbus, some patrons touched her in what he calls a non-sexual way. An Ohio law known as the Community Defense Act prohibits anyone who isn't a family member to touch a nude or semi-nude dancer. Daniels, whose real name, by the way, is Stephanie Clifford, was in police custody early this morning and is expected to face a misdemeanor charge. Avenatti said his client was set up and called Daniels' arrest a waste of resources. Daniels has said she had sex with President Donald Trump back in 2006, and she is suing him to invalidate a non-disclosure agreement that she signed days before the 2016 presidential election.
Hello, Luann. Welcome back to
Thank you very
Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Welcome back to you too.
Thanks. It's supposed to rain.
Yeah.
That's a
Looks
little
like it.
Well, but it's been a long stretch with no rain, and there's been a fire ban on all this time, so I think we're ready for a little bit of
You know what, though?
precipitation.
Driving to work this morning about 20 to 6, the sky was pink. It was so beautiful. And then you look in the rearview mirror, and it was like,
You know what they say, red sky in the morning, sailor take warning.
oh,
Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor take warning.
oh.
If it's a red sky at night means it'll be beautiful and sunny the next day.
Full of information,
I'm
aren't
full
you?
of something.
Yes, you are. Hey, you know what? I was, while you were talking to Aaron, I was on Twitter, and Forbes magazine, right?
For about money.
Yeah, huge. Kylie Jenner is on the cover of Forbes magazine because she is the youngest self-made billionaire. She made $900 million last year. She's 20. Did I mention that?
But I don't even know what Kylie Jenner does.
She makes makeup.
She does?
Yeah, she's a model and she makes makeup.
She has a makeup line?
Yes, she does.
What's
It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Like her
Well-
eyeshadow palettes and stuff, the kids love it.
Good. Well, good for her.
Yeah, she's self-made. You know what?
Well,
Do you like the Kardashians and
you say
Jenners?
I know nothing about them really.
No, I don't
just
either.
know that Mr. Kardashian, the father, was involved with the O.J. Simpson trial,
yes.
and then his ex-wife is, what's her name?
Kris Jenner.
Kris ended up married to
Bruce Jenner.
the former
who
Bruce
is
Jenner.
Caitlyn.
Yes, who is Caitlyn.
Yes.
And then the children are the Kardashians. They belong to Robert.
Yes. And then the
And then-
Jenners are.
So Kylie is actually the daughter of
Yes.
Caitlyn and
Yes.
What's the mother's name?
Kris.
Chris.
Kris and Caitlyn.
There's just so many of them. They're a reality show,
yeah,
aren't they?
yeah, they are. I've never
So you
watched
say that
this
she's
thing.
self-made, but you know what? She didn't start from nothing. She started with
Well,
a
see,
very
that's-
famous family.
And that's kind of what some of the arguments or discussion is about the fact that she's on the cover. But you know what?
She
She's
still made the
20
money.
years old. She made the money. She was
made the
involved
money.
in the complete design of the packaging. She was involved, apparently, with the development of the product. You know, because
I'm
you
not
have to
taking away
have-
from the fact that she obviously has done a great job of marketing
Sure.
a very successful business. I'm just saying that she didn't start from nothing.
What were you doing at 20?
Starting from nothing.
I'm still at no, I'm not. I'm kidding.
At 20, that's a good question.
Right?
I was singing and dancing in Toronto.
Oh, there you go. See, I was getting ready to go to college.
See?
Yeah.
And look
Look
You went to
now.
college. I didn't go to college, and we both ended up in the same place.
Yeah.
Doesn't say much for the education system.
Hey now.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you and your education.
No, we've done very well for
Yes,
ourselves.
we have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who's coming up next?
It's nobody's. Nobody. We're done. Goodbye. No. Yes. This is all about safety today. This is a good show. We've gone from senior safety to baby safety.
Oh, good.
This is Jen Flood from Algoma Public Health. We went yesterday to visit Jen because they offer car seat clinics. You can actually, if you are a parent going to have a child, this is when they advise you to do it before you actually have your child. Get a hold of Algoma Public Health and take your car seat in there, or if you want some information, they have car seat models there you can look at, and
You
they have the
gotta
demo
tether
models.
them.
But there's a whole deal in
Yeah.
choosing your car seats. But they will walk you through from beginning to end.
And I think you can be fined if you haven't got it tethered properly to the vehicle. That
It's-
used to be the way.
Listen, they come with a manual, and she stresses that you must read the manual. But I'm telling you, anybody who doesn't take advantage of this free service, you're crazy. This is a great, great thing that they're doing at Algoma Public Health, and they have forever.
And we're going to find out more.
We are. So let's take a look at our visit at Algoma Public Health with Jen Flood, public health nurse, talking about car seat safety. The parking lot of Algoma Public Health on Willow Avenue with my friend Jennifer Flood. Welcome back to ONNtv.
Hi, Tim. Nice to see you
This is
again.
your second time on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
I know.
You're like a regular.
Oh.
But this time we're talking about car seat safety.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because we're going to pretend like I am an expectant father.
Yes.
Or expectant mother, and I'm going to get ready because I own a car, and at some point I'm going to be traveling with my child.
Well, you're going to be bringing them home after you have the baby.
Oh, I never thought. I guess so. So I've got to plan in advance is the thing.
Exactly.
So even though I don't have my baby yet, now is the time to start learning about car seats. Is that right?
Exactly. So we do clinics. Algoma Public Health holds regular clinics that you can call and book an appointment to. And we do see a lot of expectant families, grandparents, and people will come with different seats. Sometimes they come with older babies, but we do see a lot of prenatal families.
Okay, so we booked the appointment. You can do that by calling 705-942.
942-4646, or you can call our parent-child information line directly,
Oh.
705-541-7101.
We'll try to get those numbers up on the screen when we air this, because we're taping this in advance. We're here on it's a beautiful day today.
It's gorgeous.
I know we should have worn more sunblock and stuff. So we got to get this done before we get.
We don't want to burn our
We don't
baby.
oh, look at the little baby! Okay, so we're going to pretend this is how you really do it with
This
parents who come in?
this is how I do it. I always talk about how to use the car seat first. So this is the car seat you're most likely going to get when you're expecting a baby. It's an rear-facing seat only. So when your baby is rear-facing, you want the shoulder straps to come from at or just below their shoulders. You'll see there's different levels.
Oh, you can adjust the straps
Yes.
in different locations on the back of the seat.
Exactly. So newborn baby, likely the lowest level.
Lowest level.
Okay.
Just behind, lower the shoulder. Okay.
Yeah. This is our chest clip, so you want it right at about their armpit line, armpit level.
Here. Okay.
One leg through each.
Oh, it's got a little like a
Yeah.
like a little diaper almost.
Exactly.
It's like a little G-string for your baby.
And bum all the way back. If they start to slide forward, you can stick a little washcloth or receiving blanket right in here to keep their bum pushed back.
Oh, because you want to keep that back up against the
Bum
small
back, because babies have a weak neck
Yeah.
and a heavy head. If they're bum and they start to slouch forward, the chin will tip forward, which can impede their breathing. So
Okay.
bum all the way
Bum
back.
all the way back, and use a washcloth or a little receiving blanket if you need to.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And you want to make sure they're in there nice and tight. I like to say it's kind of like they're going parachuting. You want them snug in there nice and tight.
Oh,
Most
look at
of
how
them-
that works. You
Pull the
that
strap.
and it gets tight there.
Exactly. Make sure, often there's gapping at the hips. Pull up, make sure there's no
Oh,
gapping.
you can pull there and snuggle it
Yep. Adjust the chest clip.
down to below the armpit again, or at the armpit.
Armpit level.
Armpit level.
Testing for tightness. They need to be in there nice and tight.
Okay.
You come up, by the collarbone. Try and pinch. Should not be able to pinch
can't
excess strap.
No.
Perfect. Our little baby's in here nice and tight. We're ready to go.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
This baby, this doll that we're using right now,
Doll,
this sweet
yep.
little dolly, what size, what age child would this represent?
This would likely be about a newborn baby. He is quite small. Again, newborn babies can vary in size, so they come in all sizes. Most car seats start at 4 or 5 pounds.
Okay.
So if you know that you're maybe going to have a premature baby or a smaller baby, make sure that your car seat is approved for a 4-pound baby. That's a good note.
Wow, that's a good see. I'm glad I asked that question.
The other thing to look for on the car seat is make sure you know the handle position for when you're driving with the baby. This one is nice because it has it right on the side. It tells me that my handle should be in the carrying position, which is all the way up when I'm driving with the baby.
When you're driving, it should be in the carrying position. Oh, look at
And
that literature.
always read your manual. It comes with the car seat. And always register your car seat. You can send in this form or you can go online and register. What happens is if you register your seat, and if there's any recalls, the manufacturer will get a hold of you, tell you what to do, or send you any replacements that are needed.
Jen, there are some people, like my partner Keith, who don't like to read manuals. Now, in a case like this is your child's welfare. Don't pretend like you think you know everything and think, I don't need to read this. I can figure this out without reading, right?
No, oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, this is critical that you really need to read these instructions, and this service is remarkable. I'm already so impressed.
Yeah, parents and grandparents, anyone who's transporting children and babies always learns a lot. Your car seat manual and your vehicle manual are your best friends.
Okay.
Another important thing that we often see is you want to avoid, these are called aftermarket products. They didn't come with the car seat, so sometimes you can get the little harness covers. You can buy mirrors for the vehicle, or these little head wraps that go underneath. You also want to avoid seat covers.
Wait, do we want to avoid these things?
And heavy winter wear. Anything that didn't come with the car seat you want to avoid
Because it's going to mess with the design.
Exactly.
The safety features.
That's right. These car seats are tested without these features, so we don't know how they perform with them. And the manufacturers do not approve any use of these with their car seats.
Excellent. Are we ready to try installing the thing? Okay, so we're going
Ready to go.
We're ready to go. We're going to go to a commercial, Jen, and then when we come back, you and I will be, well, you will be showing me, the father-to-be, how to put my car seat into the car.
Exactly.
Okay, stay with us. We'll be right back with more with Jen Flood here on Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim, talking about car seat safety, courtesy of our friends at Algoma Public Health. Be right back. Out of Algoma Public Health on Willow Avenue in Sault Ste. Marie. All of Algoma has public health offices in their communities.
Yeah.
So if you want a tutorial like I'm getting, then contact your public health office and you can set up an appointment to learn about how to install car seats properly for your new baby. I did not know that. Okay, this is a rear-facing model of a car seat, which always comes in 2 pieces. Yes.
Yes.
Then there are the ones that are, what do you call them?
Convertible seats.
Convertible seats that can face either rear-facing or forward-facing. And the purpose of that is for larger and older children, because beyond 2 years old, up until 2 and just beyond, you want them still rear-facing ideally.
Rear-facing as long as possible.
When the child gets bigger, though, you're going to need, so if you had a rear-facing seat, you're going to have to invest in another car seat. I mean, you just have to do that. I did not know that you had to buy a second car seat for when your kids get bigger, Jen.
Yeah, some people will start with the convertible seat right away in the rear-facing mode, but these ones, the rear-facing, are handy because they come with the carrier.
Yeah, I'd like that. You can carry your baby, you can carry your child until they get too big. Then
that's right.
When you can't carry them anymore, then you're going to time to switch over.
Yeah, but it's handy for them when they're first born and just little and you're bringing them in and out.
Kids are expensive. You got to get 2 car seats and then they go to college. Boy, oh boy. And as far as models of car seats go, you said you could go on for about 3 hours about all the different kinds of models. So you can guide people through, though, as to what they should look for, right? You talk them through that process?
Yeah.
Okay.
Key features for the rear-facing seats. One of the key features that you like to look for, I like to suggest, is an adjustable base. So you will see how this one has the red button in the front, and you'll see that the base moves up and down.
So you can tilt the angle of the seat more.
Exactly. So that's one of the key features I do suggest looking for.
Okay.
How you adjust it varies per manufacturer, but as long as it has an adjustable base, that is really handy. And
right.
I'll talk a little bit about why.
You go
in the
now.
next-
I'm just going to watch and let you do your thing.
All right. So vehicles built after about 2000 all come installed with the UAS or latch system, which it's hard to see, but there's metal bars
call
here. UAS,
Does that stand for something?
Universal Anchorage System,
Good for you.
or latch.
Okay.
Same thing,
I
different.
see the metal bars in
Yeah.
there.
If you
I never
ca-
noticed those.
If you can't see them, your car will have they look like little plastic buttons, and that's where they're located.
Okay.
Now, you do have to check your vehicle manual to confirm the seating locations, but most vehicles allow behind the passenger and behind the driver. Most of them have the bars installed for those. Some have it in the middle, many do not.
Okay.
So check the vehicle manual if you really want to know, or always check so you do know.
Right.
Now, you can use the seat belt to install, but you use one or the other, never both.
Never both.
Never both. I'm going to show the UAS or latch system for today. It's generally the more common version.
Well, yes. Most, as you say, after 2000. So I think most people are driving cars after 2000. If they're
Yeah.
not, they just have to check their manual.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly. So when I'm using the UAS, I want my bars to be heavy portion up. So see how this heavy black portion is up?
I do.
You don't want it like this down. It has to fit on like this.
Okay.
And I'm going to show, before I put this on, I want to show you one thing. So the reason that this adjustable base is handy
Yes.
is because for rear-facing babies, you need to check the angle. So on this, the angle adjuster is on the seat. Or on the base, sorry.
It has like a level?
It has a level.
Come on.
So depending on how your vehicle seats are shaped,
Right.
you may have to adjust the base.
And Jen, is this why you suggested that it's best to install a car seat on level ground, because
Absolutely.
this level wants to read as level, right?
Exactly. So make sure
We're
that
doing
your
this
vehicle.
on a hill, it's going to be all wonky.
Exactly. You need flat ground to install car seats on
Total sense to me.
and to check the level. So I want to put this on the highest level possible
Okay.
that is still meeting the okay zone as per the car seat.
Cool.
Okay? The reason highest level is, remember we talked about that weak neck?
Yes. Yes.
Higher level will keep that airway open.
Good. Good.
So I'm going to do a quick check before I install. I'm all good.
Yeah. Your level's good.
Heavy portion up. Click.
Put it in and
Over here,
Yeah.
heavy portion up. Click.
Yeah.
No twists and turns in the strap. Everything lies flat.
right.
Now, to get in and tighten it, what I like to do is actually get in the vehicle. Sorry, Tim.
That's okay.
I
Look at
like-
how you fit in my car so well.
That's why I have this seat pushed all the way up so I can
Yes.
get in. I like to push in and down with my knees. So I'm not just pushing down like this to flip this up, but actually in and down. I take this, pull it up through. If I try and pull this out on an angle, I'm not going to get it nearly as tight.
Right.
So here I go. Pull, pull, pull.
Pull. Got your
Nice
knees
and
locked in,
tight.
nice.
Sometimes you have to adjust the little plastic piece.
Do people do this after they've had a baby?
Oh, well, hopefully before.
Yeah, get it in there before, because look at what you have to do.
So I get it in there nice and tight. Now, after I think it's in nice and tight, two things I want to check. First, check my angle. Okay,
Yes.
we're good.
Good.
And then to test the tightness, non-dominant hand, my left hand. Right here at the belt path, I go left and right, forward and back, like a firm handshake, and I want to see less than 1 inch of movement, left and right, forward and back.
You got no movement.
No movement, we're good to go. Movement here is okay, that's rebound movement. Here at the belt path is where you test.
Okay.
You want to test the tightness every time you put baby in the seat.
Okay.
Okay.
Every time you put baby in the seat, test the tightness.
Exactly. So, seat goes in,
Yeah.
click,
I heard
click,
the clicks.
handles up, we're ready to go. Now, you need at least 1 finger distance between your front seat and the car seat.
Shall I push this back and we'll see?
We can chest. Let's
wait.
go. Oh, yeah.
I've never done this before. Oh, there.
We got lots of room.
Tons. Good, safe.
So, you're ready to take your baby home, Tim.
Oh, Jen, thank you. Now, while we have people watching this about babies in cars,
Yes.
people, it's summertime. Don't leave your children in a car.
Absolutely. And rear-facing babies are extremely at risk because when you're driving, this seat looks the same whether baby's in it or not.
Oh.
And we all know newborn parents, well, any parents, are tired, busy, a lot of things on their mind. So again, stick something you'll know you'll need. Purse, wallet, phone in the back seat so you know you come back here every time you get out of that vehicle and you make sure you grab your baby.
Good tips. Jen Flood from Algoma Public Health, thank you so much. And once again, if people want to get their very own lesson on how to install their personal car seat into their vehicle, they contact you at Algoma Public Health.
Yep. Or just any questions about car seats as well.
As well.
Yeah.
And what was the other, not just calling Algoma Public Health, what's the other?
The parent-child information line.
Thanks, Jen.
Do you want the number?
Go ahead.
705-541-7101.
And Algoma Public Health, 705-942-4646. Thanks, Jennifer Flood. And we're going to go back to the studio live after this commercial message. Thanks for joining us on TV and on Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim. We'll see you again, Jennifer.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, you too.
Awesome, very informative segment.
I know. See, this is the other great thing about our community. We just talked, Aaron, and now from the
Yes.
fire services, and now APH, Jen. These are all things that, for absolutely free, education,
Yeah.
awareness, and safety. Take advantage of it, folks. I think it's brilliant that these agencies do so much.
I think it's awesome, especially she touched on so many different things, you know, about the technicalities of a seat, because I think some of us, you know, like she said, you're a new parent, you're tired, you're just exhausted. And so you're thinking you click it in and you're good. You're taking care of your baby, but you have to do it properly.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you're going to share with your mother the information about safety in the home from Aaron Gravelle and the fire services.
I took some information from Aaron. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with my mother.
And we'll see you all tomorrow morning on Morning with Lou Ann and Tim.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today.